January 4th, 2019. I've pulled off to the side of the road here in Brentwood, California. It's a beautiful day. And I could no longer contain myself. For I see that I have been afraid of doing this, of making a video, of making a post, of speaking out, because that is my intention here, to speak out and to rally. I've been afraid, what if no one watches it? And possibly more afraid, what if someone does watch it? Fear may no longer possess and control me. For this year and for the rest of my life, I have so much to say, so much to do, to fulfill. My potential, and help others to do the same, and to be the wholest, the most whole version of myself, which one of the steps is to teach. Not at all, hopefully it goes without saying, like, who am I to teach? But man, there are some wacko things going on in this world that I see intelligent people, loving people, sacred people partaking in every day. And rather than concentrate on the negatives and what's wrong, going wrong, or what's bad, or any of this, I feel I have a potential to provide and aid in the evolution of solutions. So here I sit in the truck. Video log number 1. As the gas guzzlers guzzle on by. I wrote down a few key points. The first is action. Because knowledge or power or energy, any potential is limited by the action There's so much action that I see necessary in this time, in this place. And the next that I wrote down was resolution. Boy, I find the new year inspiring immensely. I get such a kick out of New Year's resolutions, even if they fizzle out. Even if I hear folks, I've heard several folks, it's an attitude type. It's like an archetype. They say, I don't make New Year's resolutions because I never keep them. Okay. Fuck, that's a shitty story. That's just plainly a shitty story. Sorry. And after that, not that I say that to the folks that I've ever said that to the person, but compassion is where I feel I would really like to act from in response to such a thing. Because it's such a empowering snowball, can be, to say, I'm going to do something this year. I'm going to change something. How can I be a more whole version of myself? There's got to be something. We all know there's something. Evolution. This is what evolution means to me. A striving. So resolutions. I would like to make a separate video just on what some of my New Year's resolutions are, because I've put a lot of thought into it, and I imagine it could be inspiring to other folks. I picked the noisiest frickin' place. Truth. Truth is another point I wrote down, because this is what I intend to spread in my time here, is the truth. There are some truths going on. There is some truth that needs to be set free in regards to, oh my God, the animals and the fossil fuels and the deforestation and the water and the air and the human rights and the, whoa, truth. So I'm excited this year to talk about truth and talk with the other folks that I know and will come to know about what the truth is. What are the different truths? What are the things that are going on that need to be talked about? That the action comes from knowing these truths and becoming inspired. Then there's health and healing. I wrote down health and healing. So broad. But the restoration, the restorative lifestyle, the restorative lifestyle that I am inspired to live has so much to do with health and healing. Definitely not only of myself, for myself, but for the land, for the water and the animals and other folks. Come on. Oh, and there's so many brilliant ways. The boycotts. I'm so excited to talk about things that are fucking not only worth doing, but worth not doing. There's more things, are there not, to not do or that we don't do than there are to do. Suck on that, And so much of my life and what I believe in is about what I don't do. With the corn syrup and the flush toilets and the cage-free eggs and the fucking whatever. There's so much. The gasoline, whatever. So the boycott, and I'm one of something that's to come, can see, is the boycott list. I have been working on my boycott list, and I'd love to share it and get some feedback and ask of you all what is on your boycott list. Because, what a ripe way to learn something. What is it about another human being? What do they not, under no circumstances will they do? Or it isn't even only just like a never. For instance, fossil fuels are on my boycott list. So now it's on the list, That means sometimes I quote unquote have to use it. Sometimes I do use them. But I'm striving to feel at ease knowing, that I'm working towards, and that one day I, in my personal life, will be off of that technology, that form of this, that, you get it. So the boycott list. And then courage. Because I just know speaking out isn't going to be easy. And doing the right thing, which I believe there is not the same as doing the easy thing. It's not the same thing. In fact, in my experience, doing the right thing, doing it the right way, is more often than not easier than just doing it a kind of bullshitty, quick, easy, cheap way. Not that those things are bad, but you get it. The right way is the right way, and sometimes there's such high stakes. And it takes courage to swallow the pill of responsibility, to do the right thing, to stop eating something, for instance, which is the direct product of a being's suffering, or to save up to buy a car that doesn't run on this destructive, dirty fuel, this or that. Fill in the blanks, and we will. So I'm Leo Lauchere on this beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Namaste.